All right, everybody, welcome into the Thursday edition of the live training. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's had a good week, making a lot of videos, sending a lot out, getting a lot of good stuff happening. That would be awesome. As you're coming in, as always, please put a one in the chat if you're new to Dubb, two if you're returning. Technically, new would be, you just signed up or you just subscribed and you're still kind of in the early stages of it. Two, if you've had Dubb for, quite a while and you've been into the trainings and you kind of know your stuff. So, that always helps to kind of see what we got going on in the chat in terms of where people are at. If you are currently still recording videos and you're just at the first, tail end of it where you're just starting to record, the biggest thing you always want to think about is your sales cycle in terms of where those videos kind of relate to. And I think it's always a good reminder, just as far as, what parts of these sales cycle slash, growth cycle does Dubb really fit into? And one of the things that we always mention, and the team came up with this a while back, was understanding that when you have this growth cycle, where does Dubb fit in terms of that? So if we look at this really quick here, this little chart that we had here for the growth cycle, when you think about these different stages that we have, just in general, you have your prospecting, you have your nurturing, you have your closing, your client communication, your content mining, and your lead generation. Where does Dubb fit in terms of the technology, in terms of what you'd be using at these different stages? For the prospecting part, one-to-one video email has always been a really effective way to communicate with someone, obviously. But you also have your email and SMS campaigns where they go to many people, and you always want to have your booking link. It's probably the number one button in sales is probably, hey, can you book a time in my calendar, and having that link below your video. But the one-to-one video email for prospecting, whether it's the different styles we talk about where you hold up the phone with the person's name, you have a virtual background behind you. There are all these different little styles that we teach over the years that have worked well for that one-to-one video email communication with the prospecting part of it. The other part of it is number two, the nurturing. When you have your prospect that you've reached out to and you're bringing them along in terms of, okay, I've got to bring them from here to there. What's kind of the technology used in between? And screen videos are a great way to nurture someone. And we talk about our Chrome extension a lot, the Dubb Chrome extension, where when you're sharing anything browser-based, websites, articles, company sites, really pieces of websites that you want to share where you don't just want to send the link, you want to be on the page as well in a little bubble of knowledge or square of knowledge. You're on that page pointing things out so someone knows where to look, what to check out, all of that good stuff. If you're on a Pro Plus plan and you do automations, then you have these drip sequences that are going out to nurture the prospect. But it really depends on what you have in terms of your. Hold on one second. Let me stop sharing. Hold on one second, everybody. Everybody always get a phone call through Gmail. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear that ring or not, but let me turn that off. So funny how you can be sharing a Zoom and then you can get interrupted by a phone call. Okay, so let's jump back over here to nurturing. So nurturing we're talking about is screen recordings where you have your prospect, you're bringing them along, and you really want to put yourself in a situation where when you do communicate and you are nurturing, you are showing some screen videos that are explaining more concepts or things you need really to expand on in terms of them seeing it. The third part is going to be closing, bringing them to the finish line. And document walkthroughs, testimonials, case studies, those are all nice ways to really kind of hammer home, what you've been saying all along. If they are ready to sign that document or a contract, the Dubb desktop app is a great way to do that. You can crop around the contract or the listing agreement and say, hey, sign here, click here, do that kind of thing. Really helps it. And then once the prospect has become your client, number four, client communication, video email is a great way to communicate. A lot of the times when people are using Dubb consistently, instead of sending someone a quick email or a quick text, they'll send a quick video. Say, hey, listen, just want to tell you about this thing. And the retention rates are just much better. And then number five is the content mining, getting those testimonials, putting together those case studies, getting those reviews on the different review sites that you have. And one of the buttons that we always talk about is our reply with video button, where it's very easy to get someone to send you a video testimonial back. It's convenient for you, it's convenient for them. And then for the reviews, you can have your review links. below your videos that will take them right to those different review sites so you can leave they can leave a review for you. And then the last one, number six, is the lead generation. Making sure you have your bio links with all your social handles in there. If you have a YouTube channel, having videos that you can output into that. And then your social media channels in general, when you're recording videos, you really want to be able to, I'd say a minute or less, what's some good insight that you can impart on whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then always reference the link in the pinned comment or the link in bio. So when someone clicks that link, they're brought to a Dubb landing page and they can either you can collect their information with a form fill or just have some kind of action that you want them to take next. So the growth cycle in terms of where you drop your Dubb technology and your strategy is really important to kind of know where you're going in terms of how you're building this out. Now, the other thing you want to keep in mind too is different ways of recording, the style of recording. One of the easiest ways to just send a quick video, especially when you're first starting with Dubb, is to be right in the Dubb dashboard. And there's always the little red camera icon right up here at the top. And this is your webcam recorder right here. So this is the way a lot of people, especially when they're first beginning, record a lot of their videos to get comfortable doing it. It's right here, hit record, say a quick hi to someone. And a lot of the times you don't have to make these videos overly complicated. If you're the only person reaching out to a prospect where you're the only one sending a video saying hi, and everyone else is doing, either a phone call or a text-based email, it will definitely stand out. You don't have to worry about having this incredibly complex message that you need to send. Just knowing that that part right there is effective. Now, adding in the hook and everything else is obviously, where you want to be. But just sending that nice video right off the bat is a nice way to communicate and make someone see that they normally don't see. So if you're recording from your webcam right in here, there are some styles that we talk about that work very well. And one of them is this one. Just holding up the Dubb mobile app, little whiteboard function on there, bring it into frame, use the person's name. You can't go wrong with that. If you do have, maybe have a conversation with a warm lead prior to this, maybe there's a certain conversation where the conversation left off. Hey, picking up where we left off, or some short phrase like that. If it's to a group of people, then you can have a phrase on the whiteboard that relates to the entire group. So there are ways to really, as long as you have a nice punchy phrase, you bring it up into frame, because what you're looking at here is a video preview of the video, and we call that an animated GIF. It's a repeating 3-second loop. So when you hit record, it's going to repeat like this every 3 seconds until someone clicks on this. Now you can, with editing, bring a different part of the video to be that front first 3 seconds, but being efficient is knowing, hey, when I hit record, it's going to be the first 3 seconds. So we want to make this thing as interesting as we can in terms of that. So if you're going to do that right here in the webcam, all you have to do is get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And when you have it on your phone, there's going to be a little whiteboard feature, which is going to be right up here at the top, right there. So you just click that right there. And that's all I was doing was just typing right in here. So I can just do this and I can do a little emoji, obviously, if I want to, whatever you want to add in to be creative. And then just take it here, turn it, and then you just bring it up in a frame. Hey, Rob, just want to send you this quick video, little movement. You can even start in frame and just do a little push forward like that, however you want to do it. And that's a very easy way to make a connection visually and kind of break the pattern disrupt that goes on out there. Now, there's also another style that you can do, which is just a virtual background behind you right there. I have Sarah's background behind me, but it could be anything related to how you want to reach out. So if you were over here looking to record and you wanted to drop a virtual background, just go down here, click virtual background, go to your photos, and then you can just upload into this area any screenshots that you have that you feel are appropriate. And then you'll have this little library in here to choose from. So whether it's a property in real estate, you could have that behind you just like this. You also could have maybe company website, someone you're reaching out to within the industry that you're in. It's all about giving them context about what this video is probably going to be about. You can even come over here and you can do an article related in your industry. It's all about relaying education and information. Maybe someone's not aware of the thing that you're sharing with them right here that's going on right now within the industry. So those are two areas that really, really are good in terms of holding up the phone with the name or short, punchy phrase, or having something visually behind you that stands out as you're getting ready to make that video. Now, when you're recording on this basic webcam in here, we have a teleprompter available, and we have it across all the technology. So if you click up into here, it's going to give you access to scripts that you have saved within Dubb. You also can go right to scripting if you want to. You can create new script. It'll bring you right over here inside Dubb, and you go right in there and drop a script in there. Now, when you're searching for a script, you can search for it by name. and it will pull up the script that you have. When you select it here, it's going to drop down. Here's the teleprompter. We're going to let the words flow up into the eye line, which is towards the top. We're not going to be searching for them. This is the speed, and then this is the play button to test your speed. And then you can back the text off. You can zoom it in, whatever you'd like with that. Really good for efficiency purposes. If you haven't tried a teleprompter, once you get going with it and get used to it, I think you're going to really like it because the words are right there in front of you. Now, when you hit record, you're going to have a menu bar at the bottom. So I can begin recording my video, I'm reading my teleprompter, I'm delivering my message. But if I want to take a break after, say, the first paragraph, the little line break, see after conversions, there's a little bit of a break, I can hit the pause button down here at the bottom. So when you write these scripts, it's good to have little paragraph breaks in between the different points you're going to make. Gives it the natural pause in there. And then you can click resume and keep going. And then you can delete the video completely with the red X. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to do this? And then you can also select the blue check mark, which will save the video into the platform. And you can close the teleprompter just by tapping that there. You also have down over here in the corner a little framing zoom in and zoom back where you can do this, little in, little out. You can't do it once you start recording, but before you begin, you can frame yourself kind of accordingly how you like it. So this is the way you can record right from your computer, right? Your basic webcam recorder right from within Dubb. And again, how I got here was it was right here in the dashboard, and I clicked on the red camera icon right up here at the top to open up my webcam. Now, the nurturing part we talked about in the growth cycle that you saw earlier, screen recorders are great for this. So screen recording for websites, let's just say I wanted to share this article with someone about mortgage rates, or maybe about why coaching is so important, or I wanted to do a market update, or I wanted to reach out to Ruben on LinkedIn. All of these, what they have in common is they're all browser based. They're all websites that I could share, drop a link in an email and say, hey, check this out. But instead of doing that, I want to be present with what's going on when I share this. So you want to be able to walk someone through something. So I'm going to use the Chrome extension right up here at the top. It's our little circle up here. We're going to click here, and it's going to put me on the page physically. And there I am. Now, you want to make sure that when you share these pages, you've kind of given them a look over a little bit. What do they visually look like? Well, we got a nice big square up here at the top. Houses are angular. They're not circular like this. So I want to think about my placement. I don't want to cover the title. And I want to think about the shape of my webcam. So placement, I'm going to go right next to here. Shape, I'm going to change to a square. I'm going to make my size a little bit bigger and put myself just like that. So now I'm in a good placement. I got a good shape that's appropriate for the page. And this is going to be a nice animated GIF, that 3-second repeating that someone's going to see. A little smile, a little point towards the title. That goes a long way. Now, also within here in the square, you can do some things. You can zoom yourself in for a tighter frame. You can back yourself off. You can go up, down, side to side in terms of if you want to move the framing around a little bit. You also can go over here to your drop down. You can do no webcam. I think the no webcam, this is where you just do an audio walkthrough of the page. I think this is good if you already know the client, but if you're reaching out, yeah, you can't beat being live. You also can do your headshot if you want to do that. So you have that option as well. And when you are live in here, you can put a virtual background behind you in here as well. Just like we saw earlier in the webcam, you can do the same thing in here. You also have a little menu bar down here at the bottom, floats down here, where you can turn off your webcam. You can expand to full screen. You can turn your annotation tool, which is right over here, on or off. And then you also can turn on your teleprompter if you want to. And you just move this up towards the camera at the top. So a lot of options right there in terms of that. You also have these options up here, which are screen, tab, and camera. Now the tab option that I'm on right up here at the top right, if I was to hit record right now, it would just be a nice clean cut of my page. I won't have any of the tabs show open at the top up there. It would just show the page that I'm on. If I go to screen option, which is right to the left, then it will show my entire computer screen. So it will show those tabs. That's fine if you have your tabs organized and you want to bounce between different tabs, because once you click on a tab, I'll jump over to the other tab, which is pretty neat. And then you have this last option over here called camera that just opens up to a wider frame like this. I personally like tab. I kind of like focusing on the page that I'm on when I'm delivering this link to somebody. So this would be tab. So this is the setup. This is what it would look like. So I'm going to close this here. I'm going to open this back over on LinkedIn. I'm going to click the Chrome extension again at the top. And again, it's going to put me right back on the page. So again, following the mode of, what we want to do correctly, we don't want to have a square. We don't want to cover Ruben up or anything like this. So I'm going to go circle, matches the feel. And I'm going to reduce my size just a little bit and put myself right next to Ruben, right in this area here. And I think that looks pretty good. And then when I hit record, this is what this would look like. Here's my tab right there. I'm going to click share. You get my 3, 2, 1. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw your profile over here on LinkedIn and I thought I would reach out because I've got some stuff I want to chat with you about. Check this out. So again, my GIF, wave, point, going to keep repeating. And then I jump to full screen. Now you can jump to full screen a couple different ways. Down the bottom, it says expand webcam on the menu bar, jumps you to full screen. You can click it again, go back, or you can hover over here, double click to go back. So whatever way you want to do it. But jumping to full screen is a great way to make points. It breaks up the visual monotony. It says, hey, I want your attention for a second. This is important. And then go back. So it really helps. And when you're recording these videos, you can just be very organic. You can just keep going off the top of your head if you like that. You can use a teleprompter. You can hit the pause button down here if you want to stop the recording. Maybe you're a little more regimented where you want to do the opening, take a break, pause it, and then get yourself set up visually where you want to be next. Like, okay, I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to click resume, and now I'm recording and we're right back. The annotation tool is great to use to point some things out. Here, Ruben, I saw you wrote a book. You can do some underlining. You can do some text on screen to really make some points. You can also do some ordering of things, things that are important. A lot of different things you can do with the annotations, but all of these annotations are going to stay sticky where they are. So you can scroll down the page and they're not going to continue to follow you down. So this is what this looks like. If you want to reach out on LinkedIn, if you want to share anything browser-based, articles, company websites, your own website, and you want to be on the page with it explaining something, the Chrome extension is really good for these nice quick videos. So I'm going to click the check mark down the bottom, and it's going to save this into the Dubb platform. And as it's being saved into the platform, I'm going to show you another screen recorder that we have, and this is going to be the desktop app. Now, the desktop app has some similarities to the Chrome, but it also has some major differences. So we're going to click on the desktop app up here at the top, the little D symbol, and I'm going to click Quick View Menu. It's right here. And then I'm going to click Record Screen. And when this comes up on the screen, actually, let me repeat that because I was just using the desktop app this morning and I had to turn off the controls. So now you should be able to see everything here. Okay, so desktop apps, similarities first. Um, exactly the same webcam bubble right here. You can do virtual background, increase the size, change the shape, all the good functionality you just saw. Teleprompter is very similar. You can move it around up here. You also have the annotation tool right over here to the left. Now, if I was to hit record down here, the little red button, and this red slash was still through this square down here, I would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of this red slash down here, now I have some choices in a drop down in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. This is on custom right now, which means I can move this thing wherever I want to move it to. Then I can crop around anything I want to crop around. So if I have a listing agreement, if I have a contract, if I have a document, if I have a certain part of a website or a certain part of my screen that I want to show, I have the ability to get really specific with that. I also, if I'm inside this area here, I'm going to be part of the recording. If I'm outside of it, I'm not. I also can turn my webcam off and turn it back on. Now in the drop-down menu, you have more choices for your recording borders. I can do 16 by 9. That's the YouTube orientation. I can even do 9 by 16. So if I want to do a social video right from my desktop, and I want to have the proper vertical orientation, I can do that right from here. Now the last part is the actual recording. So when I click record down here, my 3, 2, 1, I'm recording a video right now. I can pause and resume this video. The check mark down here on the menu bar normally means that you're saving something into the platform. But with the Dubb desktop app, this check mark is going to mean something different. So when you click this here, it means you've just recorded a clip. So desktop app is a clip recorder, just like the mobile app. So we're putting together little scenes of the movie that we're going to combine at the end. So all the clips are going to get bound into that one video. Now, when you do clip recording, it enables you to drag and drop videos from your computer. So if you have an MP4 in your computer that you want to make part of the story here, you absolutely can do that. And every Dubb video that's saved into Dubb has an MP4 version you can download. So if you had a video inside Dubb and you wanted to add it here, download the MP4 and drop it right in here. You also have 3 icons down here at the bottom left. You have record screen, you have webcam in the middle, and you have narrator video off to the right. Screen video means if I click this button right now, it's just going to bring me right back to where I was because I already recorded a clip with my screen video. I'm going to go back to that again. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. Excuse me, I'm going to hit record. And now I'm just recording another clip. I'm building out this story. I'm going to click the save button here. And there's that second clip that I've just recorded. And I can physically move these clips into any order that I like. I also can click the 3-dot menu on each particular clip and I can download or delete each one. Now I'm going to click the middle icon down to the bottom left, and this is record webcam. Totally different style. It's kind of like when we jump to full screen. I jump to this like with Chrome. Instead, this is just a separate clip of me in a different orientation talking here. I'm going to click save, and now I can put this again wherever I want to put it in order of the recording. The last one down here is Dubb Narrator. Now, Dubb Narrator allows you to play a pre-recorded video inside of your bubble instead of you doing it live. We use Dubb Narrator all the time. It doesn't have to be you, it could even be someone else, maybe another team member that you want to have in there. So I can click this button here. It's going to bring me to my video library. I'm going to select the video that I want, and then I'm just going to frame this a little better. I'm going to move myself right over here. I'm going to reduce the size just a little bit. I'm going to click record. And now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking.
Sharing video shouldn't be overly complex or time-consuming, whether it's for...
And I can pause and resume, whatever I want to do there. And now all I had to do is just worry about scrolling if I'm going to do that and show what I want to show. And again, you can move these around. Now, when you're ready to combine all of these clips together into that one video, all you have to do is click the edit button to the bottom right. It's going to merge all of these clips into that one singular video. You can drag the timeline over here to the bottom left to do some editing. Just split and cut out what you want, delete. You can click the undo button to bring everything back. You also have a little button here called Smart Cut, which is going to get rid of the silences if you want to, which are in pink down here in the video. So you can do that if you want a more kind of tighter video that you've created. You also can download the MP4 to your computer, and you can upload this into the Dubb platform. So the screen recorders are really powerful. Chrome, nice and quick, browser-based, and then the desktop app is amazing. Kind of, it's like a drone kind of flying over everything that's happening on the screen, which is pretty neat with the different orientations you can do. Now, another clip recorder that we have is a mobile app. So the mobile app, really, really good, obviously, with the cameras. You know, a lot of people, if they're at their office, home office, or even at the office at work, if they're physically there, they can set their phone up with a selfie stick on there. They can turn it this way if they want to. It's a nice, different way to record. You could do a walk and talk. We're so used to seeing that with so many social media videos now, so it kind of fits the what people visually are used to. So if you do a lot of screen recording videos or you do a lot of screen stuff or webcam stuff like this, switching up and do some mobile ones is not only effective from the tech, but also from a style perspective as well. Because the nature of the message is kind of different. You know, maybe I'm doing a quick video about just my take on something, you know, like within my industry, and I just want to give my thoughts. You know, that's kind of a nice way to do it, and it switches it up visually. So to do this, let me show you what this would look like. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. Give me 1 second while this matches up to my phone. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, so here it is. So here's the Dubb mobile app. So on here, you get your video library that I'm scrolling through right over here. And on the mobile app, the little hamburger menu to the top left, you click in here, you get all kinds of options. You can use the AI writing assistant. We get all kinds of stuff in here. But for recording a video, what you're going to do is you're going to go down to the bottom. You're going to click the blue camera icon, and it's going to open up your area here. And you're going to see a default time of 1 minute. I always slide mine to 10, just so I don't have to worry about it. And it'll stay sticky. Every time you open the app, it'll stay there. But you can go specific times if you want to do something else. Now to record, tapping the circle at the bottom. Now I'm recording. You can see the timer up here, timer at the bottom in both spots. I'm going to tap it again, and there is the clip that I've just recorded. So just like the desktop app that you just saw, this is a clip recorder. And this clip has been automatically saved on my phone. So I have it in my photo video area. I'm going to click this again. Now you can see that I'm recording again. Tap it again. There's the clip that I just recorded again. And both these clips can be moved around. So I can take my finger and hold one for a second and slide it. So again, you don't have to worry about the order, which I really like. You also can delete the clips down here with the X. You also can tap a clip individually, and if you do, you can delete, trim, or edit. If I click the edit button, I have the ability to add royalty-free music. We have a whole library of a lot of different genres. If you are doing the music where you want to keep talking, just adjust the levels of each one. I always make sure the music is lower because sometimes it can overwhelm and you're not going to understand what you're saying. If it's all music, it doesn't matter. And then you can add text on the screen here. So if you want to type something on the screen to hammer home the point of what you're talking about, a lot of real estate folks, when they're doing property walkthroughs, if they're doing separate clips of different parts of the property, they could have some stats, maybe some square footage or a fun, fact about the room or the house. But for any other industry, if you're making a video to someone, you could have the person's name written on your head above or why you reached out. You also can do a voiceover with the clip, and you can speed up the action of the clip as well if you want to do that. And that's all from within each clip. Now over here to the icons, top one's going to, show what's in front of you when you're filming. This one right here is a countdown timer. I always put mine on 3 seconds right here, but you can do 10 if you want to. I just think three matches the other feel of the website with Dubb. Everything pretty much else is a 3, 2, 1, which I really like. And then you have your teleprompter, which is right here. You're going to click this here. And then you're going to click into the white area like we did before to find your script that you have saved within Dubb. And then all you have to do is decide on the speed between 1 and 10. Click the play button, see if you like it. Now, keeping your eyes at the top is where you want to do. Eye level up here, so it looks like you're looking closer to the camera. If your eyes are dropping down, just grab the guardrails on the side and slide this up. And then you don't have to worry about that if that's an issue. And then to do any live editing of the script, maybe you want to change something after you read it out loud, click the pencil icon, excuse me, make any changes, and then click save right there, and it's changed. Now, if you're an iPhone user, you have this as an option. So you can click this gear icon, you can click auto track, hit record, and now it's going to highlight the words as I speak. Turning your ideas into engaging videos doesn't have to be complicated. And you see it kind of goes at my pace and highlights what I want to do. So this is the teleprompter. If you want to close it, tap the X to the top right, and it'll close it. Now, if you have a video on your phone that you recorded outside of the Dubb app that you just recorded with your phone, or you have a clip on there, and you want to add it here, just go to the folder button here, select the video that you want, and it will drop it down into the queue. If you want to record your screen, it's this button right here that you normally swipe down and hit record. It's the same thing. If you want to use filters, just tap this one here. You can do skin smoothing, you can do black and white, you can do different color gradations. There's a lot of different kind of fun stuff that you can do if you want to record these videos with this kind of orientation with it. And then this one right here is picture in picture. Very popular, obviously, with real estate folks because what you're going to do is show your screen in front of you. It's going to use both cameras and you'll be on the screen as well. If you're not in real estate, if you want a creative way to show what's on your computer and you want a neat way to kind of show what's in front of you and you're narrating through something, that's cool. Maybe you're on a walk, maybe you're on the move, maybe you just wanted something visually different. If you have a product that you want to show, you could show the product and talk about it. So what you can do is click this here, and it's going to open up, and now I am on the screen with what's being shown in front of me. Hey, just want to talk to you a little bit about this. I can make myself bigger. Say, look, you're about to see this. Minimize, get out of the way. I also can zoom in like this if I want to. A lot of neat options in terms of picture in picture. And then the last one is going to be the virtual background. What's behind you? So, all the stuff that we looked at earlier when you had the webcam, whether it's a property in real estate, whether it's an article, whether it's, someone's profile in another industry, your own website, client or prospect's website, anything visual that you want to have behind you, you're going to take a screenshot on your phone of these images, click here, and then once you click here, just go to the photo video area on your phone, select the one you want, and then just pull up what you want. Hey, I want to talk to you about this right here. Hey, this article is really important. You can do all kinds of framing, low, high, zoom in. I think it's nice to kind of maybe say, hey, I want to talk to you about this, and then come right into the camera, do some talking, show something again. You can get very creative in terms of your movements. And then when you're done and you want to combine all of these together, like we did with the desktop app, into that one video, you're going to click the blue button to the top right. It's going to start merging the clips together. And once they're all merged together, you're going to have a finished video saved on your phone. You'll have not only the clips of the individual clips on your phone, but you're also going to have the finished video as well. And at this point, this is where you can click the upload button so it uploads it into the Dubb platform. You also can add burned in subtitles right here, the little keyboard square to the bottom right next to the icons there. Click that there. It's going to extract the audio and it's going to start uploading it. And then just like this, you're going to have the ability to actually burn in these subtitles and you'll have a version of that on your phone and one you can save up into the platform. So as you can see here, you can bounce around different parts of the script that you've said, and then you can obviously, go bold, you can do italic with it, you can outline, you can do different colors for the background if you want to, and then you also can obviously change the text color as well. And then you can physically move this towards the center or make it wider. I think it's better to have it in here because if you are sharing this on social, sometimes with Instagram or TikTok, there's all those icons on the side, it might get cut off. You also can tap the area with the text and you can make any spelling changes if there's any errors in there. And then what you're going to do is hit the check mark to the top right. It's going to burn in these subtitles. And once it's burned in, just like we saw before, I am now going to have a finished video on my phone with the burned in subtitles, and then I can upload that version into the Dubb platform. So those are the different ways we record, really dynamic in terms of what you can do with screen recorders, webcam stuff. It's really about your use cases and what it physically looks like to that other person that we want to make really interesting. Now, when the video is recorded and it is saved within Dubb, what you're going to do is you're going to land on a page. It's called the video edit page within Dubb, which is this right here. So when you land on this page here, here's this video that we recorded. Sorry guys, I'm getting this phone call, but anyway. So when you're in the video edit page here, I'm going to hit the little preview button off to the right, and it's going to open it up in a new tab. I can say, hey, this is what the video looks like on a customized landing page called a preset. So what this looked like in the real world is somebody gets sent a video, like we saw earlier, there, and what happens is they're going to click on this thing, they're going to click on it, and then they end up on the landing page that we just saw, called a preset. So it's about sending them the video, they see the animated GIF, they click on it, and they're here. Now, when they land here, they're going to see the video that you created. They're going to see a playlist of videos. They're going to play after it. Playlist videos are great because they provide more info, but they also allow you not to have to repeat yourself 10,000 times about what you do and why someone should work with you. You could record a video one time about what you do, and it will play automatically after the video you've sent to one person or to a group. So you can save your breath every time I'm doing that. Plus, you can focus on that person or that individual group about them, and then secondarily will be about you in the next video. And then below that here, you've got your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What do you want someone to do once they watch the video? What's the next thing they have to do? Is it booking a time in their calendar, in your calendar? Is it visiting your website? Is it downloading a document or a contract? Is it filling out a physical form? Is it emailing? Reply with video is a great one. We mentioned this at the top in the growth cycle that we talked about, getting those testimonials or getting those reviews. This is a nice way to do it. You could send a video with that button below, reply with video. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using our platform. We really appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below. You do not need to download anything. Just put your name in, your email, and let me know, what have you enjoyed about this process? So whatever questions you would normally ask them in there, make it really heartfelt. And then all they have to do is send the video back to you. You get a little notification in your video library. Hey, you've got a video reply. And then all you do is make it part of your playlist, which is what we've done here. And this is really a great combination, a personal video to someone or to a group, followed by a video about what you do, followed by a video of video testimonials that show the whole picture for everybody who've taken the journey. Now, the other side of this on this page is our AI. So it's our AI sales assistant, Sia, which is right over here to the right. Now, you don't have to have this on your page. It's just a little switch on the presets. You can turn it off if you want to. But we found it's really effective because when people get videos, maybe they're not ready to take the next step just yet. Maybe they're, I don't know if I want to book a time. I'm not sure if I want to send an email. I've got some additional questions. Well, right over here to the right, you can have a number of FAQs here. You can have up to 20 of these. We have 3 right here, and someone can interact with the questions with the AI. So if I click what is Dubb, Sia is going to give me an answer, but then Sia is also going to say something at the end like, hey, could you please provide your email address so I can help you further? Can you provide your name, your phone number? Sia can collect all this information. Now, if you already have it, it's just a switch inside Dubb. You turn it off and you don't have to get that. What you can have Sia do is Sia can give an answer to a question, but then at the end, she can say, instead of saying, could you please provide your email address, Sia would say, are you ready to book a time with Rob? Are you ready to email Rob? Are you ready to download that document? Whatever that number one thing is you want them to do, Sia can push for that. Now, we do have a whole training on Sia, but how Sia is educated is with website links and a PDF that you can upload into there. Now, the website link stuff, you'd have to do different pages of your website. You couldn't just give your website and Sia is going to start clicking around. It would have to be, for instance, example, dubb.com, whatever's on that front page, dubb.com/testimonials, whatever's on that page, things like that. But it's really effective because it's a nice way for someone to really engage right away with the video, right then. So we've seen some good results so far with people using it, and that's Sia. So this is all part of the preset, your customized landing page. When someone clicks on your video, This is where you want them to be with actions and buttons and things to do. Now back here on the edit page, there's a little drop-down menu here. See what it says Rob's preset? This is a check. That's my default preset. So whenever I make a video, automatically that preset is attached, which has these buttons and these player colors and these things on this page. It's always like that. Now, I could change a different preset and it will change everything about it. I could just select a different one. Now, when you think about presets, think about them in terms of different parts of your audience. So if I was in recruitment and I did, say, healthcare recruiting and tech recruiting, I would have two different pages for the health, for the tech, and whatever the breakdown was. And then I would have another breakdown for employer and candidate if I did both of those. For insurance, I did have different kinds of insurance. If I represented all, I could have life, I could have car, auto, whatever it is. I could also have for mortgages, VA loans, FHA loans, first-time loans. You can also have for obviously real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expires, open houses. You also can have a preset for events that you're doing if you want to do that, whether it's a webinar, hey, click below to register for the webinar, whether it's a live event, click below to put your name into the live event. So all these are designed to speak to different parts of your audience specifically. So when they get it, they feel like, oh yeah, you're talking right to me. Now, in terms of when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, you subscribe, we'll meet you in Zoom, we'll help you set these things up. Now, also on this page, you have an editing button right down here in the middle. So you can edit this video. It's still transcoding. So what this would look like, let me go to just a little different editor video so you can see this. Let's just grab this one right here. Click editing down here, similar to the desktop editor that you saw, but you can drag this timeline here. Let's say I want to get rid of a certain part, drag it there, split the clip, decide which one you want to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to hit delete. It's gone. If I want to undo what I just did, the undo button's the best. Undo, go back to the beginning. If you end up chopping this up too much, though, what you can do is come to the top, download the MP4 to your computer, and then you can click replace video and it will replace it, and then click save after that. And then it's, no harm, no foul on that. Now you also have on these pages tracking. So when it says no activity yet, that's just because we haven't sent the video anywhere. But when we do send it, we can drill down on a number of things. Who's clicking on the buttons? Who's looking at the pages? Who's watching the videos? And if they are watching the videos, what percentage are they watching? Really helps frame the follow-up. You also have under the design tab, you can drag this to a different part of the video if you want a different part of the first 3 seconds. Because remember how we said we hit record, the first 3 seconds is that animated video GIF preview. You can drag this to a different part to get a different one that you want. You also can upload your own thumbnail as well. And lastly, we have a little video coach called Kyra. And when you make these videos, it is going to give you feedback. Are you being repetitive? Are you using filler words? How is your positivity? All that stuff within here. Now, when you're ready to share this, you got the video recorded. It's on a customized landing page called a preset. Now you're ready to send this out. Excuse me. Now for sending, you're going to come over here as an example, and you're going to open up a compose. And then best practice, you always want to have the word video in the subject line. You want to have some text in here in terms of why they should watch the video. And then to add the video in, a couple ways. One is going to be with the direct integration we have with Gmail and Outlook 365 and with LinkedIn, where there's this little Dubb symbol down here. And this is when the Chrome extension is logged in, pinned. This is a little shortcut. You can click this here. It's going to open up the Chrome. You can start scrolling through your video library and say, okay, what video do I want to send? Okay, it's this one here. I'm going to click advanced options. I can put the email of the person I'm sending it to get that advanced tracking. I can add a little personalization text right in here if I want to do that. And then just click insert video and it drops it right in just like that. Now there's another way to add it in too. You can come right back over here to the video edit page. There'll always be a big blue share and send button. Just click that there. It's going to open this up. You're going to put the email in for the tracking. You can again add some personalization. Click copy for email. And it's just a copy and paste. Copy and paste, just like that. Now, if you are on LinkedIn, you definitely want to connect with someone first. I wouldn't send it with a connection request. It will only show up as a link, not that nice GIF. And someone might not watch it with a connection request. They might just connect and not even pay attention to it. But when you are connected, if you click message, it will come up where you can come in here, use the little button down here at the bottom, the Dubb integration, and you can just drop it in or copy and paste. But they're end up seeing something that looks just like this, which is really what you want, in terms of that preview. Now, if you do have a, third-party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact, or you have CRMs that you love like a HubSpot, Salesforce, Go High Level, Lofty, Follow Up Boss, there's a Lion Desk, there's a whole bunch of them that we have integrations with that you can have your workflows in there and just add video. You also can use Dubb as a CRM. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, tags. You can do campaigns within Dubb, bulk email and SMS. You also can do automation within Dubb. This is something that Darius teaches where it's like a drip campaign that goes out. And then inside this campaign, when it goes out, you can really decide on what kind of delay is it between the messages people are going to get. Is it a couple hours? Is it a couple days? And then, especially when you're nurturing someone early on, and then it becomes later on. And then you also can have actions in here that can take place. So, if someone does something like they clicked on a button, excuse me, or they just viewed the page or they watched the video, all these different actions means they're going to be taken to different messaging. Now, inside the Dubb dashboard, we also have our AI stuff. So you saw earlier Sia, which is on the video landing page. Sia can also be sent out as a link as well. So just really quickly to show you Sia in a different light, sales assistants under assets. Here's different Sias that we have, and you saw them on the landing page, right? Sia can also be sent as a link just by itself. So if you, let's say, had a communication with a prospect, you're kind of going back and forth, you have a little bit of rapport with each other. And like, you know what? I'm going to send you my sales assistant. It's fantastic. It's going to give you all the questions I need. I have some additional questions. What you can do is inside here, just click external link, and then it opens up like a chat GPT, except it's like sales GPT. So what that would look like in an email form would be like this. So I come over here and it would be like this. Hey, John, here's my sales assistant. They click on it and it opens right up and they can start chatting, which is pretty neat. So it's a different little variation on the sales assistant that we did with Sia. Now, the other AI part of this in the dashboard is obviously our AI writer, and it's right here in the center. So if you've used ChatGPT, which I think everybody has now, our little version of this is the same machinery behind it, same technology. We have our prompts, they're all in here, right? But we also have this part, which is our profile. So when we click this here, we could have a number of these. I just have basic and sales, but again, if I was in like say recruitment and I did healthcare and tech, right? Recruitment, I could have one that says tech profile, one that says healthcare or health profile. If I was in real estate, buyer profile, seller out profile. So you can do the same splits you did on the landing pages. It's just when you create these profiles for each outreach, Ira is going to be learning about this outreach and what you're doing to this audience. And then you can choose your preferred tone of communication. And then you also can choose a method of structure of the writing. So if you select the charm method, it's going to structure the writing where the C stands for capturing their interest. You're opening with like a hook, addressing the issue or the challenge, reinforcing with social proof and motivating to take action. So there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do right from within here. So if I put my prompt, and then I'm going to say on why sales is the best with video, and then I choose the length, and then I hit submit. C is going to remember everything about that particular outreach. So if you're doing email copy or you're writing a script for your teleprompter, this is a great way to do it and make it specific for that part of your audience. And then once it comes out, you can click preview. You'll have it read back to you in an AI voice if you want to have it read back to you. You can copy it to a clipboard. You also can import it directly to scripts. So under assets here, it says scripts. It'll save it in there, and then you can load it into a teleprompter and actually record the video. You also can import this to a voice video. So if you didn't want to be on camera and you didn't want to use your voice, you could upload a photo over here to the right, choose your AI voice over here, and then when you send this video out, it's going to show the image, and the animated GIF will be this little preview that bounces up and down on the screen when the voice is talking. You also can use full-on avatars if you wanted to. We have a whole library in here that you can choose from, or you can click create your own, choose the AI voice. And once the asset's created, you can put it in an email campaign. You can also use it for screen videos. So like we saw before when I had Dubb Narrator on the desktop app, remember I had the version of me, the pre-recorded version of me that was doing the talking. You absolutely can do that with Ava, with the avatar. So I can just choose the avatar here, and now the avatar is going to do the talking. So I'm going to hit record, and now this will be the version of it.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area.
And it would look like that. So you do have that option in terms of, if you're sending someone a Canvas slide or some kind of, screen recording and you don't actually want to do it yourself, you can actually do that with the avatar. So which is pretty neat. Okay, so let me jump in here and let me just say right off the top, Patrick, I sent that, I think Patrick, he wasn't here earlier. I sent him an email about that. Okay. Let's see. Sep, hey Sep, are you new to Dubb? I haven't noticed you in here before. Maybe you've been in, I've just missed you. You can say hi if you'd like to. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Yeah, I'm new. I was referred through somebody else, but I used to use BombBomb,
Yeah.
and I kind of left because I was not happy with the fact that um, you couldn't send a text,
Mhm.
um, video text, and it will just send a link. And especially for the newer clients, people will not be trusting those links to open.
Mhm.
If it had some kind of thumbnail or something, it would
Yeah.
have been making it much easier. I don't know if you guys offer that, and if you do, is it specific to Android or to Apple? If you can comment on that, I appreciate it.
Yeah, they have so if our phones didn't communicate before and I had sent you a text, it would say, "Hey, Rob has sent you a video or whatever you wanted the text to be." And then if you responded back, it's almost like an opt-in. It's like a protection on the phones. And when you respond back, then the GIF will show up. If you're like, "Hey, I got that," or "Hey, you have a question," then that GIF will show up. Now, what you can do is you can send the link and then download the animated GIF and send that separately. So that's what some people do, where if we haven't communicated before, I'll send you the link, I'll download the animated GIF, and then I'll send that. So what that would look like is if you have this here, I'll share and show you, is like this. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me know if you can see this when it comes up. Okay. So if I pick one of the videos from my video library in here, like I just said, let's click this one here. And then there's a little, see the share video button, click that. Then you would copy for SMS normally. So if I had sent it to you, we haven't communicated, I sent that to you, you respond back, boom, the GIF shows up. Or if you're in my contacts, we've had communication, obviously it'll show up right away. But if you're new and you want to kind of work your way around it, the workaround would be either copy URL, like you see right there, and you would drop that into the text. And then you would come to the three dot menu and you would download GIF right there. And then what you would do is you'd send the URL and then you would send the GIF. So they would see the animation movement, but they would also see the link that they're going to click on. So it's a little bit of a workaround as far as
Can
that.
you send a text to me that
Yeah, yeah.
same?
Yeah. What's if you want to drop it in the chat, or you can just tell me if you want to. If you want everyone to know your phone number, you can take the
I'm not a secret agent.
Hey, you
I'm
never
real.
know. You can be James Bond. It's a let me make sure I got this right. Let me do
Oh,
this.
sorry, I got too many numbers. Sorry, let me redo it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pop in here, make sure I got the right one. Let me just hit copy first and then I'll give me 1 second. All right, copy URL. Okay. All right, go for it.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, you put it in there. Sorry, I didn't see it. I got it. Never mind. Is that the right one?
Yeah, the second number is the right one. Sorry.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
First.
yeah. Let me do that right now. 346 4. Okay. All right, so I'm sending this to you now. Should be the link, and I'm just going to drop the GIF in here. Just show what that looks like. Photos, boom, send. All right, tell me what you see on your end. Do you see a link, and then do you see like a little animated GIF preview?
Yes, I do. That's exactly what I was hoping. So if I click on the GIF, does that do anything,
No,
or
it'll
is
just it'll just zoom in, like if you did on a photo. If you click on it, just be make it bigger. It won't do anything.
is
Yeah,
there any way you can actually have the same link attached to that? Most people would just look at the videos, like click on it, and it doesn't do anything.
yeah.
There's no way you can. That
Let
would
me
be kind of a
let me ask
feature.
let me ask the team on that one as far as because I know this is the workaround, but I'm not sure if you can layer it on top. But let me find out for you. But if not, if they are in the contacts or if you respond back, like do me a favor, just text me back and say hi, and then
Okay.
the other link I think should show up. No, it should turn into a GIF. Did that happen or no?
Uh, Let me reload the
Yeah.
preview. So let me just go out and come back.
And you're on an Android, right?
I am. Are you?
iPhone. So yeah.
So if I click on it, it just the GIF. If I click on the link, see. Yeah, it'll take me to your video on a separate thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's what you want, but just it might
Yeah.
be an iPhone to Android thing, but yeah, typically if we're in communication, then you should see that. Like if I sent you this video again right
Mhm.
now, like if I do
Yeah.
go back to that same video and I'm going to click copy for SMS, right? Now I'm going to put
Uh-huh.
it right back in here, then you should see the animated GIF. I'm going to send it right now. And it should be clickable as well, but you should see the animated GIF now that we're communicating.
No, it says tap to load preview.
Maybe just refresh and then come back in.
Well, I did tap to reload and then it worked. Yeah, let me go
Okay.
back.
Okay. But you can see the GIF though, right? You can see the GIF with the link.
Uh, hold on. I do and I click on it. Yep.
Okay. All
Yep.
right,
That
cool.
works. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice way to do it. I think just in general, when you send these things out, it's just really about what does it look like, obviously. So you try to make it as inviting as you can. Especially and you're in real estate, right? Sep, you're in real estate, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that like those are good, and all the stuff we showed earlier. So if you're when you're playing with this, obviously because you had Bomb Bomb, you're familiar with a lot of this stuff. But the screen recording stuff, desktop app does a heck of a lot. So this training is going to be on YouTube later. So on Dubb support on YouTube, you're able to kind of see a lot of this stuff. So if you want to see what we were kind of just covering again, just go
Mhm.
here. Let me show you here. Just go to Dubb support on YouTube, and then click videos. Can you see my screen? Just click videos here.
Yes.
And then the training will be uploaded in here later today. So you can just go to the spot you wanted to see. Another good spot for learning is right within the dashboard. So if you come in here and you scroll down and you go right here to Dubb Academy, it's off to the right, and you click on videos, this is a nice little training library that's all in order down here. Longest video is like maybe 9 minutes. So you can see that right in there.
Excellent. Thank you. And
Yeah.
I suppose you guys gonna let us know how much the services fees and
Oh yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. No, of course, yeah. So if you're on the free trial, our pro plan is $59 a month. We do a 30% discount if you go annual, and then our Pro Plus is 129. 30% discount on that as well. The big Pro Plus difference, we always talk about is the automations that I mentioned. You get that in Pro Plus, but a lot of the times that people have CRMs that they like a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Follow Up Boss, and they have those automations in there, they're okay with that. But we also have this next level of training that we've recently added to Pro Plus. And it's where Darius and Ruben, our co-founders, do coaching twice a week. So Tuesday and Thursday, 11:30 a.m. PST. It's coming up today. If you upgrade to Pro Plus, it's very much it's a whole curriculum that they teach. It's very accountability based. You got to do your homework. There's a form that you can fill out, excuse me, where you can talk about your business, and then Darius and Ruben will review it and give their best case scenario in terms of strategy in and out of the platform. So it's really fantastic. So if it's something to think about, we have this every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. PST though as well.
And thank you. Is there a link for the, sign up or whatever that
Yeah, all you have to do is if you haven't
send
got
this?
Well, if you haven't gotten the free trial yet, just go to dubb.com, just the website, and then just get a free trial. You don't have to put your credit card in. And then when you're ready to subscribe, if you want to, inside the dashboard, there'll be an upgrade button at the top. And then you just click on that and then go to the Pro or Pro Plus, monthly or annual, whatever you want.
Excellent. Yeah, I was referred to through somebody else and they send me a link with their referral thing. I'm
Oh,
like, I'm
good.
not sure what
Yeah,
that
definitely,
does. They
definitely
get
do
some
that
points
because
or something.
yeah, no, no, no. It's a 30% recurring commission. It's great. We have a lot of people that do really well with that. So if you end up using Dubb and you like it, you can just, share it and stuff. And we do a lot of support with that. I did a couple webinars with people for Dubb partners. And if you have a group of people together, we can always come in and pitch the group and then just have your referral link. It's a nice way to get a free account and then make money beyond it. So yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good to meet you, Seth.
Likewise.
And let's see. Let me just pop back over here to the chat really quick. Is there any, hey Meg, is there any editing that I can use the analytics to cut extra words? Hey Meg, so you mean like once you've recorded a video, is there a way to kind of, I guess, cut out not what you're saying, but you mean like the subtitles or the what's it called, the captions?
Uh, Actually, I was thinking the fillers, the like, um,
Oh,
uh,
got it. Okay. Yeah.
I,
It would be pretty
okay,
tedious, but you'd have to use the editor and go in and just okay, so that
I
there.
have to
Got
do
it.
it.
Yeah, it's a little tedious. I mean, we have with the desktop app this smart cut, but that just gets rid of the silences though. But
Oh,
not the or
okay,
the like. We're working on a few things in the backside with that because I know
okay,
there is some AI that does that, but not as of yet.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Meg. And then let's see. I think Gino, hey Gino. Let's see. Your question is, my Dubb is not working. It is not letting me do the bubble on the screen when I use the app. The extension works, but not the app. So I need to install it again. Am I doing something wrong? Okay. So let me jump over to Gino. Hey Gino.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got you. Good to see you again.
Yeah. Mike says that the Dubb app that I'm using regularly isn't working because when I turn it on, it doesn't produce that bubble. Am I using this right, or am I doing it correctly here?
Yeah, let me see. So the Dubb desktop app. So let me share my screen. And you said it's fine for the Chrome, right?
Yeah, the Chrome does work, but I want to record on like a couple different things, like a Word doc or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's cool. So you should, when you click record screen, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Uh, if this has a red slash through it, it won't show up. So if there's no red slash right here, and your drop down will give you this, in terms of like your camera, if you have like an external one hooked up or anything, or internal, if you're not getting this and there's no red slash, then what I'll do is I'll shoot a quick message over to the team and I'll have them reach out because there might be some troubleshooting you have to do. If you didn't delete the desktop app and then re-download it, if you haven't done that yet, I would try that and see if it shows up for permissions and everything. But if not, I can get with them and see what the troubleshooting would be.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because it doesn't have the red slash and it doesn't give me the bubble. So I will. I'll try to uninstall it and reinstall it and see what happens.
Yeah, let us know if it does work for you, Gino. Just
Yeah.
on the website, just go to the dashboard area and just see the little intercom bubble at the bottom.
Yep.
I would just shoot the team a message and say, hey, if it's not working, say, hey, I reinstalled, did my thing, still not working, and then they'll kind of route you through that with the intercom down at the bottom right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for coming in, Gino.
Yep.
And let's see. Grab this here. Okay, so Val, is Val still here? Hey Val, let's see. Oh, good. I'm glad to be able to watch this again. Also, I'm stuck in a free trial at the free for life level, which means I cannot trial things I want to trial. Yeah, yeah. Hey Val, can you hear me okay? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you want to, you can unmute yourself and talk. If not, you can communicate through the chat. Yeah, what I'll do is, Val, if you're on the free trial, where you're on the free one now, I can extend the trial for you if that works. Yeah, no, that's cool. Let me know if this works. I can extend the free trial for you out to play with the stuff more, so you can use a lot of the cool stuff. And then at the end of that, if you want to upgrade, just click upgrade inside the dashboard and then just go to either Pro or Pro Plus, like we talked about earlier. But I can extend that out for you, the free trial, if that helps. That way you get some cool stuff to play with instead of, the free trial. The free one's kind of tough in terms of it doesn't do a lot of stuff. But does that work for you? Let me know uh, in the chat if you can hear me okay. Um, but everybody else, listen, thanks so much for showing up. We're going to be heading out in just a couple of minutes. Any last second things from anybody before we go? Patrick, sorry, I actually mentioned earlier that I got your video. I was going to tell you that I got your video. I put it over to the team, and we're going to check out what that error message is. I tested my editing in there, and I was okay, but just want to see what the error message is.
How can I be the man if you're always the man, right? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
Yeah, of course, of course. That was like it's annoying when you can't chop something out at the end. Just
I
have
know,
that
right?
pause. It's like that awkward, hey, thanks for watching this video.
Yeah, don't rush. And that one was like that too. It's like, and then there's I don't know if you noticed or not, it says in there, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny. We used to have videos on YouTube where we keep our screw ups in, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool at the end because we do a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I think it's like Zoom when you're ready to leave Zoom and the Zoom meeting's over, but you can't figure out how to get out. It's like,
Yeah.
see you later. See ya, hold on. It's like that awkward thing.
Awkward pause.
Yeah. So I'll see
Anyway,
what the error
everything's gone
message is.
great, and a whole bunch of job soldiers on their way in. Rob, just keep watching, buddy.
That's awesome, man. Keep up the
All
great
right.
work, Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Cool. And
Hey,
then,
Rob, one question.
yeah, go ahead, Seb.
Did you say it's compatible? Dubb is compatible with Follow Up Boss?
Yeah, there's a so if I was logged in to, let's just say, like just pretend this is follow up boss right here. Like if I was logged in, I could click the Chrome extension up here at the top. Not sure in follow up boss if that we have a little Dubb button in there. If we do, it's just the shortcut like you saw in Gmail. But if not, you can click the Chrome. You can come down here to your video library, and let's just say this is the video that you want to share. Just go to advanced options and then click optimize for. And if you're logged into, did you say follow up boss? So what was
Oops.
the CRM you said?
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, and so if you click this here, follow up boss will pop up over here. It's not doing it right now just because I don't have a follow up boss account, but if I did, it would pop up right here, and then you would just click, copy for copy and then paste it in there, and then you drop it in your workflows.
Do I have to do that every time every video is sent, or is it just a one-time thing?
No, you have to do it when you send it. So if you're doing like a bulk send or one-to-one, that's how you would do it. It's just the button's just the shortcut. So anytime to add a video in there, unless you had like a bulk campaign, like if you had like like within Follow Up Boss, if you had like a bulk thing that you were doing, like sending everything out, you could just do it, the templatized stuff within Follow Up Boss, and just drop the video in there once, and then it would, go. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna give a free trial a try, see how it goes.
Yeah, and send us
It
if you
looks
want
promising.
to. If you want to, Sep, too, there's an email. I'll put this in the chat. It's called feedback@Dubb. So when you're playing with this, especially because you have the bomb background, you probably know what you're doing there. But just if you want to send us over some examples, we can always give you feedback, whatever. So
Got it. Sounds good. Thank you.
cool, good meeting you. And then let's see. Yeah. So Val, I'll extend the free trial for you. That way you can play with the other features, and that way you're not stuck in the free land on the one that you can't do a lot of stuff. So I'll do that when we get out of here. I'll extend it out. Okay, everybody. Thanks for showing up. It's top of the hour. We will see everyone tomorrow if you should end up coming back. And it's always good to have everyone in here. See everyone tomorrow. Bye, guys.